hey, leaders. I'm a little bit early, but baby girl decided she didn't want to take a nap, so we're going to do the best we can with this. I'm going to wait a few minutes and let y'all pop on. If you watch the replay, do hashtag replay. I am going to upload this to YouTube so that everybody can have it, but y'all pop on, say hey. Hopefully this isn't scattered, because y'all know I'm like a little squirrel. And I'm going to go all the way around till I get to my point. I'm so sorry, but that's just who I am. And I shouldn't even apologize for that, because I've been like that my whole life. So here we are. But I wanted to pop up here and share. I was hoping my child would take a nap. It's not happening. So the cartoons are too loud in the background. Peppa Pig and Bluey are keeping her company for a little while. Hey, Kylie. Hey, Candace. Hey, Tammy. Hey, y'all. So I wanted to pop up here. This is going to be on YouTube, so you guys can share this with your team. I have uploaded the form that I use. The form is very new. I actually just use a scratch piece of paper, because simplicity is the best. The best. So I don't know why I'm nervous, but I'm really nervous for this call. I'm really, really nervous. I don't know why. I feel like somebody should tell me a funny joke in the comments. There it is. There it is. So, it was before I had my daughter. I had my daughter the middle of June, and I lived by the label system. That is what worked for me. I had been using that for a few years. I started doing that when I left my nursing job. I'm very much a list person. I'm even like that in my real life. I thrive off of a to-do list. Okay, there is no greater satisfaction to me than to check off my to-do list. That's just who I am. That's who I am as a person. So lists work for me. I realize they don't work for everybody, but they work for me. I had to have something that was easy, that was simple, that I could take on the go. I didn't want a whole bunch of papers. I didn't want a whole bunch of forms. I wanted something very, very simple, and I wanted to know going into each month where my focus needed to be. That was very important to me. So I started this system before I had my daughter. Had my daughter on June 14th. That's real bad. Whoa, I had to think about that. June 14th. My husband was home for 4 weeks. Went back to work. So I feel like I've always, let's be real, for the last year, because my pregnancy was hard AF. My pregnancy was hard. It was a hard pregnancy. For the last year, I've been in a constant state of transition. So, pause. I left my nursing job after 10 years, May 2019, came home full-time with my son, transitioned into that. Started him going to daycare 2 days a week just so that he could be around kids and I could have a breather. Transitioned to that. Got pregnant. The pregnancy was rough. Transitioned into that. Had my daughter. Transitioned to that. Had my husband home for 4 weeks, which was a godsend. Transitioned to that. He went back to work. Transitioned to that. My son just started school, kindergarten. Transitioned to that. So I knew I need, in order for my business to continue to grow, continue to thrive, continue to be successful, I needed something that was very focused, because as y'all can see, some days she takes her naps around 11 o'clock, some days she doesn't take a nap at all. We're just still learning each other. She's only 2 months old, so we're still learning each other. So I knew that when I had 10-15 minute intervals to work, I needed it to be very focused, very, very intentional on when I could work. So when I do work, what do you call tell me. Yes, I thrive off of routines. Obviously, with a 2-month-old, we don't have a routine quite yet. We're getting there. We're doing better with it. But the struggle is real. So we are transitioning into many routines. But for me, putting my business to the side, or saying, okay, this business is not important to me right now. I'm going through a transition season in my life, so I'm just going to put Scentsy on the back burner for a little bit until life gets normal, because as y'all can see, for the last year, my life has not been normal. I can't wait for it to get normal or to get into a routine. I have to blend and be moldable. And that's the best part about this business, is that you can switch it up anytime. You can change it anytime. So, anywho, I knew for me, I was a list person. I knew that I could not just say, okay, when I get a routine with him being in school, I'll pick my business back up. I have a team, I have a group, I have customers, I have a business to run. So just saying, this is a crazy season for me right now. I just had a baby, okay? I just had a baby. I do this for my babies, okay? I'm going to get to the system, but I'm warming y'all up a little bit. I do this for my babies. This is my why. My why is for my babies. So to say I had a baby or my son just started school, that's an excuse. And I know some of you guys don't want to hear that, but that is an excuse because I do this for my babies. So I had to redo my system and say, you know what? I don't know when I'm going to work. I don't have set business hours I do for my team, but for my personal business, I don't say like from 12 to 3 is my time to work because I don't know. Don't have a clue how the day is going to go. But what I did need was something that when I had 10 to 15 minutes or 20 minutes or 30 minutes to work, I knew exactly what I needed to focus on. I knew exactly who I needed to focus on. It's very, very important for me to go into every week, into every month, knowing what my focus on, knowing who I'm focusing on, and what I want to accomplish in my business. If I go into my day blinded, nothing's going to get done because I'm going to be very, very overwhelmed with all that I want to do, that nothing gets done. And many people do that, right? You want to book parties, you want to have sponsoring conversations, you want to do follow-ups, you want to do all the things, and you get overwhelmed by the amount of things that you want to do that nothing gets done, okay? And that's where I was at. So I knew before I had my daughter, I needed to figure out something that would work for me because I knew it was going to be a crazy season. I'm very, very squirrely too. Very squirrely. So I needed something that was simple. I needed something that was on the go. I needed something that wouldn't take me a lot of time to do. I needed something that I knew what I was focusing on. So before I show y'all what I do and explain it to you guys, this is a people business. Meaning your customers, your team, the people that you sponsor. This business is about people. So when I show you what I do now in my business, it has to be about people. It has to be focused on people. And my list that I compose is all about people. It's the relationship building part of this business. Who do I want to host that month? Who do I want to sponsor that month? Who do I want to work with my team? It's very important. Those are the 3 legs of success, right? PRV. PRV is important. You have to have PRV, but you also have to sponsor, and you also have to work with the people that you sponsor. If you do those 3 things month after month consistently, you're going to grow a big business. You're going to grow a stable business. You're going to build a strong foundation for your business. And often I see people get caught up with, oh, I want PRV, I want PRV. I might have to go get her, and she might have to sit with me because she hears my voice. But it's fine. We're going to go with it, okay? Right? Life happens. You do it anyway. We're going to do this video anyway, even if I have to grab her and I have to hold her. It's going to be fine. Let me grab her before I go into this system, okay? Come here. You tired, but you don't want to take a nap. You tired, but you don't want to take a nap. You want to come talk to Mommy's friends for a minute? We could talk to Mommy's friends. Okay. This is where we're at, okay? It's fine. It's fine. Wasn't the way I wanted today to go, but no. But you know what? You got to learn how to roll with the punches in this business because your baby might take a nap. She might not take a nap. It's fine. It's fine. Yes, we're twinning. We're twinning. Her onesie says, you're not cool unless you pee your pants. But it's fine. She wants to be held, and I'm going to hold her. I mean, she's my last one, so there we're at. Okay. So I needed something that was grab and go, that was easy to do, and I knew going into every single month who I was focusing on. Team-wise, sponsoring-wise, potential host-wise. You have to have PRV. PRV is extremely important for your business. Without it, you're not going to have a business. And high PRV is a good indication that you're growing your customer base. That's exactly right, Nikki. that you're growing your customer base so that you can have contacts to ask for referrals, to get to join Scentsy Club, to have sponsoring conversations, so on and so forth. You need high PRV. Where is that high PRV going to come from? I say this on almost every single training because I'm a firm believer of it. Partying will solve many of your business problems. Many of your, that's right, Amy. Partying will solve all of your business problems. That's how you're going to get higher PRV. That's how you're going to meet new customers. That's how you're going to have new people to have sponsoring conversations with. Partying will solve all of your business problems. So that needs to be on the forefront every single month. So I knew going in to every month, I needed a master list of who, because this is a people business, who I wanted to focus on. So that way, when I had intervals of time, I knew where my focus went, okay? Where focus goes, energy flows, okay? So if my focus is solely on sponsoring, I'm going to sponsor. If my focus is solely on booking parties, I'm going to book parties because you're putting your focus on an area of your business that will help make you grow. So I created this. This is in the leadership file. This is on YouTube, so for people that aren't on YouTube, I just made this list like last week when I uploaded it here. I literally used a blank sheet of paper, and when I watched the end of month live, the end of month live, I always watch. Why? You guys are leaders on this page. You're a leader consultant or above, meaning you are teaching, you're showing the way, you're training, you're doing action plan calls, you're showing up for your team. At some point, you have to fill yourself back up. For me, it's always watching the end of month live. It's watching what else is coming up. It's watching people celebrate their accomplishments in the comments of that live. It's watching people, watching new products be released. That fills my cup up. So while I watch the end of month live, I look. It is the excitement. It trickles down. The excitement is contagious from the end of month live. So when I watch it, I look in my order history or my Amy app, whichever one, and I make a list of one column that says potential host. And how I pull from that is I look at people that have ordered frequently. I look at people that have placed large orders. I look at people that have referred me. I look at that in my order history for that month. So when I watched it August 31st, I pulled August's order history. You can run it by date. I looked at everybody that ordered in August. And out of that list, I made 3 columns. The first one was potential host. So I looked for frequent orderers, people that ordered a lot, people that refer me, people that always come back. I look at that column. I make a second column of potential teamies. So I look at my Scentsy Club list. I look at people that spend a lot of money month after month with me that could benefit getting paid off of their own purchases. I look at people's circumstances because they're my customers. Could they benefit from Scentsy? Did they lose their job? Are they in a financial hardship? Are they active on social media? Are they, do they refer a lot of people to you? They would make good consultants. Are they a bomb host? That's in the second column, potential teamies. The third column, I make a banner for my team page every single month of top PRV people, people that have promoted, or people that have sponsored. I'll show it to y'all. Wait, give me a minute before I flip on around, because then I'm going to get all sorts of sidetracked, and then I'll be looking at my cute baby instead of this list. When I make that banner, even if you don't have your own team page, you can do this for your team, okay? You can make a banner even if you have 1 teammate, 2 teammates. Out of that list, I make a list of people I want to work with that month. I make a teamy focus. Who do I want an action plan call with? I don't want to get on the phone with somebody that's barely active or about to go inactive. I want to work with people that are putting in 2,000 PRV. I want to work with people that sponsor 2 people. I want to work with people that are close to promoting by looking at their GWV or their active frontline. Those are the people that I want to work with. So I make a list of teamy focus. So when I have time, I can schedule a one-on-one call with them, okay? So I write this list out while I watch the end of month video. It literally takes me 20 minutes, if that. I make this list and I put it on top of my planner. I also take a picture of it on my phone. So, are you reading the comments, sugar? Are you reading the comments? I take a picture with it on my phone. So that way, if I'm on the go or making deliveries or whatever, dropping off Aiden, are you okay? I can pull that picture up and work while I'm on the go. So this has worked for me. I call this my master list. So you can see I have quite the bit of work to do. Potential hosts, potential teamies, people on my team or in my group that I want to work with. This is easy for me. So that way, when she does decide to take a nap, let's pray. Y'all pray for me. She decides to take a nap. I can grab and say, okay, I have 2 bag parties ready to go. Let me look at my potential host list and get to messaging these people. Or, hey, which I'm going to get into the one-on-one where that came from, but I wanted to explain the list first so you guys can know. This is already uploaded into the leaders tab. If I haven't sponsored yet for the month, I'm going to look at my sponsor list and say, who do I need to have sponsoring conversations with? I don't need to scramble because my list is right here. I sponsored every single person on my list from last month. Every single person. And look, if you're watching this on YouTube, you don't even need this. It's in the files tab, but get a scratch piece of paper. I just printed this out on the 31st, okay? I've been doing it on a sheet of just white blank paper. It don't have to be pretty. It don't have to be pretty. You don't always have to have a form. You don't always have to have a form. You just use a scratch sheet of paper with my chicken scratch. When it was time to sponsor, it's called one-to-one method. It should be like the first or second one up there. When I go to schedule my coaching calls for the month, I do those the second and third week of every month. I look at my Teamy Focus column, and that's who I'm going to schedule calls with. I don't have to think about it or pull reports throughout the month. This is going to last all of August. All of August, this sheet is going to last, okay? Now, if I run out of people, I'll redo it, but most of the time I don't because I usually, like I said, I'm very focused. I don't want to focus on 100 people. I want to focus on 10 people. I don't want to focus on 20 parties. I want to focus on 5 good parties, 5 successful parties so I can give them my attention. There is only one of you. Listen, yes, September. Yes. This will last me all of September. So these are August people, but it's my work for September. Okay? You need to be intentional. I used to be one when I worked on my team. How can I impact all the people on my team? You can't run yourself thin. You have to be very selective with your time and being intentional and be focused. So how this works for me. you little wobbly there, Shug. How this works for me. When I hit 1,000 PRV, I try to do that the first week of every month. I try to aim for 1,000 PRV. You're going to do that if you're booking parties every single month, okay? Some of my August parties ran into September. I had pre-orders for September 1st. All the things. So I hit 1,000. Once I hit 1,000 PRV, my focus goes to sponsoring. That's where my focus goes. Because again, my focus, yes, I want high PRV, but my focus ultimately is sponsoring. Because, yes, PRV is wonderful. You got to have that. That's how you're going to meet people. That's how you're going to grow your contacts. It's important to have high PRV. But a lot of people get lost in, I want high PRV, that they don't sponsor. So this makes me very intentional, very, very intentional with sponsoring. So every time I hit 1,000, you don't want it? You don't want it. You don't know what you want, really. Every time I hit 1,000 PRV, my focus goes to sponsoring. It goes to my second column. So I hit 1,000 PRV, and then I'm like, okay, my PRV is good right now. I need to move on to sponsoring. So I hit that sponsoring column, and I'm very intentional with having conversations. Does that necessarily mean I'm going to sponsor that month? Not necessarily. But it does mean that I'm having consistent conversations because my focus is immediately turned. As soon as I see 1,000, my focus is immediately turned to sponsoring. Okay? There are some people that have 4, 5, 6,000 PRV a month, and that's great, but you're not sponsoring. So guess what's going to happen? Guess what's going to happen? Okay? Guess what's going I'm going to show y'all a sponsoring tip that helped me last month too. Guess what's going to happen on the 1st? So let's say you have 6,000 PRV for September. On October 1st, you're going back to zero, baby. You're going back to zero. And if you didn't sponsor anybody, you're not growing your business, okay? You can get to director pretty much by yourself off your own PRV with 3 active frontline. If you're a high PRVer, you can get to director pretty quickly. But getting to star director or superstar director, you have to grow leaders. And in order to grow leaders, you have to sponsor. You have to sponsor. Case in point, I sponsored somebody in January. She's pretty much like deuced out. Checked in on her last week because she had 700 PRV and she's back in the game. She's about to sponsor somebody this month. You never know when somebody's going to flip the switch, when it's going to click, and they're going to decide they want more out of this business. But in order to do that, you have to continually sponsor. Answer this in the comments. How many of you guys only have 3 active frontline? I'm going to tell you the danger of that. Somebody going to stop working. And if you're a superstar consultant or above, you're not going to get paid a title. You have to continue to sponsor. You have got to continue to sponsor month after month. So for me, I always have high PRV. Always. I'm not patting myself on the back. I'm just letting you know I've been doing this for 5 years in January, and I party every month. Even if they say no, I still ask. I still be asking. I still ask. Does that mean I always get parties? But nah. But that means I ask. Too many people are focused on the result instead of focusing on the effort. Stop focusing on the result. Stop focusing on the result. Focus on your effort. Focus on your effort. So when I hit 1,000 PRV, my mindset immediately goes into sponsoring. Immediately. I have sponsoring conversations at the Yahoo. Does that mean I'm going to sponsor as soon as I ask? No. But that means I'm putting in the effort, which means 6 months from now, they may decide to join. They may decide to join. Stop looking at the result and focus on the effort. You have to focus on the effort. So 1,000 PRV, I start recruiting. So my goal is to get one either reinstatement or new consultant per 1,000 PRV that I sell. So last month I sold 6,000 PRV and I sponsored 7 people and I had 2 reinstatements. So I had 9 new people last month. How I did this is the sponsoring trick. The $99 kit is great. I don't gift kits anymore. I used to give kits out the yin yang. I'm like, oh, you want to join? But you don't want to pay nothing for it? Oh, girl, I got a kit up for grabs for you. Here you go. I got a kit. Did you kiss me? That was sweet. I got a kit up for grabs for you. Not no mo. Okay? Not no mo. This is what I do. I have, some of y'all been around for a while, so y'all will have this. If you don't, use samples. Use scratch-off sheets. Use what you got, okay? It ain't got to be perfect. 5 out of my 7 last month earned their kit. They earned it. I didn't gift it to them. They earned it. I dropped a bag of old testers with them. Okay. I dropped a bag of older testers with them, 10. A catalog and 10 order forms. And all I told them was, aim for $500 in sales in the next 2 weeks, and you're going to get your kit for free, join for free, and get a $100 paycheck. That's all I told them. I didn't even tell them that that's what Shooting Star was. That's all I told them. And I wrote it on a sticky note because it was simple, okay? That's how my life be right now. I got to have it simple. I literally wrote on a sticky note on the top of the catalog, aim for $500 in sales in the next 2 weeks. Here is your party link if you have anybody that's out of town. Aim for $500 in sales, and you're going to join for free and get a $100 paycheck. That's literally all I said. Literally all I said to them. No, it's like a bag party, but literally, Nikki, it was 10 testers in a Ziploc bag, a catalog, and order forms. Literally, that easy peasy. That simple. Okay? Because I don't want to overwhelm them with, oh, if you hit $500 in sales, that means it's shooting star. You can get a shooting star kit. You'll be halfway to certified. You'll be active for the month. Then they'll be like, what the hell? What am I doing? You're going to blow their mind, and you don't want to blow their mind right off the bat. You want them to have one goal. Their goal, get $500 in sales in 2 weeks. That's their goal. So that way, when I enter their orders in for them, they already hit shooting star. So they're going to be feeling like a mother humping rock star when I tell them, girl, you just got your kit for free, but you just hit the very first milestone in the Scentsy world. And it's huge because not many people earn it. And you're already halfway to your first promotion. Think about this. It's like you're launching them in reverse. So I have them do their launch party. They don't know it's a launch party before they even join. Okay? I'm starting them off in reverse. In reverse. So when they join, they're feeling like a rock star. So 5 out of my 7 did that last month. 5 out of my 7 earned their kit. 3 out of those 5 hit certified at the very first day of this month. And the other 2 are close to being certified. But it's starting them off in reverse. And think about that confidence. Think about the confidence that they have when as a new consultant. Not only, yes, it's their party, Valerie, so they get the PRV. It's their party. I don't even count that into my partying. I'm sorry. I don't eat. You okay? You chug along and really hard. I don't even count that as my personal parties. That's their party. This is a good question. I saw Courtney. Can you run through your initial conversation with asking? Okay. So I go live in my stories a lot, at least once a week with this. I say, hey, have you ever thought about being a consultant? What if I could tell you could try it before you buy it and you can test it out? If you decide it's not for you, no worries. You keep everything. But if you decide it's for you, you will get paid off the orders that you collect. Okay. But I have those conversations with who. The who is important because I don't want to go into every month scrambling. Who do I need to have conversations with? Oh, I need a sponsor. Who do I need to sponsor? Let me look. No, my list is already done for the month. So I can go right down this list and I can say, hey, Keaton, girl, you placed 3 orders with me last month. All of them were over $100. You could have made a $75 paycheck and gotten X, Y, and Z free and half off. Have you ever thought about doing that? Or I can look at my Scentsy Club people and I have somebody that has a $200 a month Scentsy Club. I could say, girl, you could be making $50 a month just off your Scentsy Club. The who is important. So going into every month, what I did last month, going into the month, and I saw we had a join special, I said, I want these people to get this kit for free. So I'm going to message them and say, I know you've been thinking about joining. I know you've been thinking about joining. What if I can get you a mini kit, bring it to you, explain how it works, and you see if you can earn your kit for free and the shooting star kit for free. The who is important. You don't need to be going into your month blinded. I can promise you, if you have a crazy life, you got a crazy life, if you're working and it's crazy where you're working, or something's going to throw off your day, it is easier to throw your day away and say, I'll just do it tomorrow. I'll just do it tomorrow. Or I can roll with the punches and I can grab my list, and when I get 5 seconds, I can book a party. Or when I get 5 seconds, I can have a sponsoring conversation because I already know who the who is. I already made my list. So I already know who I want to sponsor. I already know who I want to book a party that month. I already know who I want to work with in my team to schedule coaching calls. I already know the who. I already know the who. I just need the time to work on the who. So when I get 5 to 10 minute intervals, I can work on the who, because the people is what matters. This is also my follow-up system. I still follow up my customers. I follow up in a different way, though. I love the Amy app, but I use it as a prompt to comment on their posts, their Instagram post or their Facebook post. By now, 5 years later, I don't need to message my customers and say, how did you like that bar of cider milk? I know they loved it because they've ordered it 20 times. My prompt, when I see their name in my follow-up system, is to comment on their last post. Because if I comment on their last post, I'm engaging with them, and they're going to start seeing my post. I also have a VIP page, but that's a whole different video because I do a lot in my VIP page. That's my primary focus because those are my best customers. So that's a whole nother video. But when I comment on their Facebook post, it pushes the algorithm where they can start seeing my stuff. And that's how I can keep in contact with them. That's how I can build relationships with them, because this is a relationship building business, okay? It's a relationship building business. So, focus on the who. I'm going to encourage you guys to do this. It doesn't need to be a long list. So, I have 10 on the form that I uploaded here, 10. I don't even put 10 down, okay? Because I need leeway. I want to be very focused when I go into my month. This helps me tremendously. And half the time I don't even have this sheet of paper. I look at it on my phone. I take a picture on my phone. And I have my phone with me wherever I go. So if I'm sitting in the drive-thru trying to pick up Aiden from school and say, oh, I'm 10 minutes early and she's asleep, praise Jesus, I can get some serious work done in 10 minutes because I don't have to scramble for, oh my God, I had no parties booked. Who am I going to ask to book parties? I don't need to think about it because I already thought about it on the last day of the month. Okay? Somebody said they wanted to join. Who do I need to have a sponsoring conversations with? It's already done. I don't need to scramble for that. I can be very, very focused and very intentional with the time slot that I have. So I call this the one-to-one method because 1,000 PRV per teammate. Do you use your discontinued cents for these flip parties? So no, Hannah, I use past testers. So 5 years, that's five transition falls. So I have testers on hand of scents that are out. I never sample discontinued scents ever. Why? You gonna get their hopes up. If Luna was discontinued and you let me sniff Luna and you let me fall in love with that and then you tell me, oh, but you can't get that, that is cruel. That is very cruel. Very, very cruel. Okay, that's like your mouth watering for some chocolate lava cake from the Applebee's and the waitress tell you we ain't got none. We ain't got none of that, okay? That's cruel. That's cruel and unusual punishment. Don't do that. So I don't sample things. But if you don't have testers, you can get scratch-off sheets, okay? My last person, I didn't have a bag ready to go, but I had scratch-off sheets ready, so I just, yes, ma'am, I be flipping all my clubbers. That's where I start, my Scentsy Club people, because guess what? If you can flip your Scentsy Club people who already love the product, apparently, they already love the product, they may turn out to be a bomb consultant because they're already familiar with Scentsy Club and they already love the product. Never be afraid to give away the PRV. I remember my first host, she had an $800 party. This is when I first started. And when we went to go close the party, she said, you know what, Katie? I've been thinking, I really just want to do this. I really liked it. I really enjoyed doing this. And I wanted to look at her and be like, can you decide to do it in 3 months? Because I need that $800 PRV. Come on, son. Can you wait a few months and then join? Like, maybe we'll have a join special. I need your $800 PRV. But that's selfish. So, I say this. I know that's inappropriate, but it's fine. Don't be a PRV whore. Okay? Don't be a PRV whore. Because that PRV is going to pay you this month. That teammate could be your next director. That teammate could be the one that promotes the lead, promotes the star, promotes the superstar, promotes the director, and that's $4,000, 4,000 trip points for you. That PRV, flipping that to her, could change her life and get her home with her child. That PRV could be, flipping that party could be what changes her life, okay? The reason, and I can understand why people are so scared about flipping PRV, they don't want to miss out on the PRV. That's why you need to continue to party, okay? That's why you need to continue to party, continuing to follow up, because you're going to replenish. I have sponsored my best customers. So, is that funny, Kara? I know that is so funny. I've sponsored my best customers, okay? Because my best customers are on this sheet right here. I'm going to sponsor the people that order a lot, that order frequently, that are on Scentsy Club. But I'm going to continue to party so that I continue to grow that customer base. If I aim for 4 parties a month and each party has, I know, we about done, baby girl. Each party has 10 customers. That's 40 new customers for me, okay? That's 40. You're tired. I know. I'm trying to get you to go to sleep, but you won't. It's because I'm loud. I know. That's 40 new customers. And if I book 4 parties from them 40 customers, that's 40 new customers, okay? So, don't look at it as you're losing PRV. Look at it as that you're changing somebody's life. And if their life changes, your life changes, okay? When that teammate joins and they hit director and their life changes, she might become your director and you might promote to star director. Okay? What goes around comes around, baby. What goes around comes around. What goes around comes around. So when you bless these people, it's going to bless you. Okay? And I know it's hard to give up that PRV, but that's why you need to continue to party and book parties and follow up. Okay? Sponsoring. So when I hit 1,000 in sales, I want to sponsor somebody. When I hit $2,000 in sales, I want to sponsor somebody else. When I hit $3,000 in sales, I want to sponsor somebody else. My PRV should match, my recruit should match my PRV. Match it. And I do that by recruiting my best customers. Okay? So, do y'all have any questions? I love y'all. I hope this was helpful. I hope I didn't ramble too bad, but it is what it is. She's awake, and I get really scrambled trying to sound cute so she won't fuss. Do y'all have any questions or anything? I'm going to upload this to YouTube so you'll have it for your teams, but it's very easy, y'all. Up until a week ago, I did it on a piece of notebook paper. I didn't even have a form. You don't need to have a form, okay? You don't need to have all these things. Focus on your people. Pour into your people. Love your people. Your customers, your teammates, love them. And be focused. You do not need to do a million things, okay? Y'all don't. Focus on the right things, okay? 1,000 PRV. When you hit that 1,000 PRV, you move to your second column. When you are done your second column, because here's also, I don't train nobody until I've sponsored that month. So until I have 1,000 PRV and until I've sponsored somebody, I don't coach my team. I don't do one-on-one calls. My business has to come first, and that might sound selfish, but guess what? I can't let my business die to breathe life into other people. I cannot do that, because how am I going to show up and teach them how to sponsor or how to get parties booked or how to get PRV if I'm not practicing what I'm preaching? So I do not do coaching calls the first week of every month. I focus on my PRV and I focus on sponsoring one person. Once that's done, then we move on to coaching, okay? But how can I coach if I'm not doing it, okay? You can't coach on sponsoring if you're not sponsoring. You can't coach on booking parties if you're not booking parties. The best form of leadership you can give to your team is leading by example. By leading by example. The best thing you can do is say, girl, I know. You've been trying to book parties. Me too, girl. I ain't booked none either. And guess what? We keep it trucking, okay? Because they don't want a perfect leader. They don't want perfect. They don't want perfect. Good. If I was aiming for perfect, we would have rescheduled this call until she took a nap, okay? That's what would have happened today. But nobody wants perfect. You show up as you are. And the best way that you're going to be able to teach and train your team is by doing it with them. Okay? How are you going to teach that teammate how to book a party if you ain't booking parties? Okay? And even if you're asking and you're getting no's, they need to know that too. I have people all the time that, girl, I can't get parties booked for nothing this month. I said, me neither, girl, but what we going to do about it? We're going to talk about Scentsy Club. We're going to hook people up with some shopping links. Okay? We might do some Facebook Lives. Okay? There's other ways to get PRV if you can't get parties booked. Okay? Okay? So, do it. When y'all watch the end of month live, I want to see y'all sheets. I'll start sharing mine up here too. Like how you prepping for your month, okay? Preparation is everything. If you fail to prepare, prepare to fail, okay? Y'all got this. It's easy peasy, literally easy. It can't get no easier than this, okay? One sheet of paper. You don't even need a form. One sheet of paper. But I love y'all. I'm cheering you guys on. I can't wait to watch all of y'all's businesses bloom this fall. We're in harvest season, baby. We are in harvest season. We ain't got time to play around. We got a trip. We got an incentive to earn, okay? We ain't got time for excuses. We ain't got time for people saying, my fire's not lit. I'm just not motivated. Girl, me neither. Join the mother humping club, okay? I'm not motivated either. But guess what? A business still has to be worked, because if you're not working it, it's going to die, okay? If you're not working it, it's going to die. Don't let everything that you've worked so hard for die because you don't feel like it and you're not motivated or you're not on fire. You know how you're going to get on fire? You got to set yourself on fire. You got to get excited, okay? You got to get excited for that teammate about to promote. You got to get excited about that party you booked. You got to get excited about the end of month live. You have to get excited. Okay, you have to get excited your darn self. If you're not growing, you're dying. Okay, you're not growing, you're dying, and nobody's going to do it for you. Listen, nobody is going to come over here and hold this baby so I can book some parties. No, they're not going to, okay? Because the truth be told, if somebody came over here and held her, I'd go to sleep. I would go to sleep. But the dream is bigger, so much bigger than motivation or this fire people talk about. Your dream has to be bigger than that. Your desire for what you want out of this business has to be bigger than that. Has to be big. Let's be real, y'all. She don't even want me. She wants my boobs, okay? She don't even want me. She uses me for my boobs. Your motivation and desire for what you want out of this business has to be bigger for you. So, I'm going to get ready and get off. Reflect on your business. Reflect. Pull numbers. In the last 90 days, what was your PRV? In your last 90 days, how many people have you sponsored? In your last 90 days, how many teamies have you worked with? If your business is not where you want it to be, I'm a firm believer of reflection. That's how I came up with this system. It won't working for me no more. What I was doing wasn't working anymore. It wasn't working. And I could either say, I'm still going to use this because this is what I've always used, or I can adapt and change and say, no, this isn't working. I need to switch it up. I need to change it up. You're in charge of that. So reflect on your business. Reflect on the last 90 days. Why I need to be strong. Reflect on your last 90 days in your business. What's your business look like? Have you sponsored in the last 90 days? If the answer is no, that's where your focus needs to go. Has your PRV only been 500 and you're a leader above? You need to focus on PRV, okay? Your team is going to follow their leader. Your team is going to follow the person that they joined under. They're going to follow you. They're going to see you show up. I see this on my team page a lot. I'm going to say this and then I'm done, I swear. But I hear people say all the time, my team's not posting, they're not commenting, they're not engaging. They're not participating, they're not responding. And I say, well, girl, I've never seen you post on our team page. Yeah, but you post and they didn't do the challenge. They didn't join under me. They joined under you, boo-boo. They need to see you show up. They need to see you booking parties. They need to see you making samples. They need to see you sponsoring. They need to be showed how, okay? Don't tell them what to do. Show them what to do. Stop relying on your director to teach your people. The day you sponsor is the day you become a leader. So if you're not ready for that responsibility, don't sponsor. Don't sponsor. Okay, you're their leader. They're looking up to you. The person that joined under you, that you sent your join link to, they're looking at you how to work. They're looking at you. They're not looking at Katie Lassiter. They don't know who Katie Lassiter is. They're looking at you because they join under you. So you have to be the example. You have to show them the way. And if you don't know the way, you have to learn the way. Okay? Say, peace out. You tell them, say, peace out, homies. We're going to go take a nap. We're going to go take a nap, maybe. Maybe. All right. I love y'all. Y'all have an amazing Tuesday. I'm cheering you guys on. I hope this blesses your business. I know it's blessed mine. And I hope y'all have an awesome week. Bye.